That's Hunter.
What's truly good with you guys? The second beta of the MPC 3.0 is now available for you guys. I'm gonna give you guys a walkthrough and I got some good news for you. So let's start with the good news. We now have the track mutes back available in our sequences. So I'm gonna demonstrate that for you guys. We can have these independent track mutes back. So I have this beat that I've already done here. So I'm gonna go ahead and copy this sequence over, let's say to sequence 2, and then I'm gonna copy this one over to sequence 3. Now for the first sequence, we can come over here to track mute, and now we have this menu. So if you go ahead and hit the settings over in the top right hand corner over here are the preferences. Now we have the track mute state per sequence, then we have all these other options. So I'm gonna go ahead and have that ticked. We're gonna hit close. Now we can go ahead and do the old school. So I'm gonna go ahead and take out the drums and maybe just leave the vocal chops. Okay, perfect. Now for the second sequence, we can go ahead and bring in some more stuff. So I'm gonna bring in the drums and let's just do the drums. Sick. So now that we have that, now I'm going to come over here to the third sequence. Now we can go ahead and bring in everything. So we have this rough arrangement. So here we go. All right, drums is in. Now we'll go to the third version of it. And boom, everything is in. Now the next thing I want to talk to you guys about is the new slice to audio. This will basically allow you to chop up your drum breaks or your samples and basically get them to line up as an audio track and keep the time separation within them. So I'll show you what I mean. So we'll get this drum loop. Perfect. Now what I'm going to do is go to sample edit here. And we can go ahead and chop this up. So I'm going to go ahead and chop this up in regions. Sick. So now what I'm going to do is hit shift, convert, and then we're going to basically go to this new menu, which is audio track from samples. Now you have the choice if you want to warp it or not. That's definitely going to affect the audio. But if you leave it unwarped, you'll get the more truer sound, if you will. So I'm going to create this as a new track. We could do this as 4 bars, hit do it. Now we have this. See? And you can see it comes up as a new audio track. So that's a nice slick touch. I see where they're trying to go with this. Okay, next we got some minor changes to the stems. It's supposed to get a little bit better in quality, but this is going to increase the processing time. So it's going to take a little bit more time to separate these stems out. So I'm going to get one of my songs and we're going to sample something using the iPhone. So I'm going to come over here to sample, turn this on. I'm gonna sample one of my tunes, Vintage Chill Vibes here. All right, let's sample this. Here we go. So now what we could do is go over here to stems. We don't have any vocals on this one per se, so we can untick that and then we can use to the trim sample and hit do it. And we'll let it do its thing and process the stems. All right, and here we have it. Let's check these out. So here's the bass. All right, so it still has a little bit of that muffled sound to it. Let's check out how the drums came out. Okay, so I do hear some more clarity on the top end. However, the low end is still has that ambiguous feel, a little bit inconsistent. Let's see what it did to the other. Okay, much better on the other. I do hear more clarity. Before, it completely wiped out the top end on some samples, depending on how clear the audio recording is. So again, they are working on it. This is a beta. This is what it's all about. So what we could do is actually chop up this and then cook something real quick. You know, we got to cook something. We can't just not cook. So let's chop this up a little bit. Sick. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and save this. So we'll convert this, and then we'll do this to a new drum track using slices. Sick. And so I love to like manipulate it and get it in a different key. So let's edit this. Yeah. All right, guys, and the drum kit that I'm using once again is the Chill Hop kits. If you ain't got it yet, if you don't know about it, somebody in the comments better tell them about it. And that's all I'm going to say. I'll leave a tag below. Woo! Let's add some bass, and the bass is also included in the Chill Hop kits. Let's go for it. All right, so let's wrap this up, guys. I love you all so much. Let's do the track mutes with this. So we're going to go ahead and duplicate this sequence out a few times. So let's copy this sequence to sequence 2, and then we can do sequence 3. And that should be enough right now. So for this sequence, we'll start off with just the sample, of course. Then for the next one, we can do the drums and the bass. And then for sequence 3, we can do the everything. So now we end up with this. There we go. And then of course the last one. Woo. All right, sick. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give your brother a thumbs up, subscribe to the YouTube channel, turn on those bell notifications so you don't miss anything else from your brother. Love and appreciate you, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.